Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Wednesday. It's January the 4th, 2012, and like we do every night, got another stock pick for you. Check this one out. We're looking at Office Depot Incorporated. Let me get out the old tools. Ticker symbol is ODP. It's right there. We got several things to look at here. First off, we were in an uptrend back here. We had ourselves a little uptrend going on. Everybody was copacetic. Everyone was happy. And then boom, we broke that whole thing by taking out those lows. Now we've reversed back up here, tested the previous high, pulled back down, and notice a series of higher lows formed. And then we bounced up here, pulled back again, and we're just kind of consolidating here. What do you think is going to happen? We don't know for sure. What we do know is this particular chart pattern is showing that we're about to break out in one direction or another. And I would bet on a breakout to the upside. I would do that because the markets, the overall markets, are moving higher. And as long as that remains to be the case, that's the direction I would expect the breakout to happen. And remember, a rising tide lifts all boats. Have you heard that before? Probably. Zoom in a little bit on the candlesticks, and you will notice that we have a couple of candlesticks here that look familiar to you. Maybe looking at hammer formations. These are actually dojis or dragonfly dojis, and that's fine too. In a situation you see that sometimes. That's fine because dojis typically happen on tops and bottoms. So if you're seeing them up here on the top, and now you're seeing them down here, you're probably seeing a bottom. So this reversal that we saw here with this particular candlestick yesterday was actually a higher high than the previous and a higher low than the previous. That's a reversal signal. She's starting to move to the upside again. We did get a backfill of that little gap up that we saw today with the markets as it pulled down a little bit. We got a little bit of a sell-off here in this particular stock. You'll notice the volume, though, very, very weak. There's not really a lot of activity here. But again, if the markets continue to move to the upside, I expect this will continue to move to the upside as well and break out to the upside. That means I'd be a buyer at 218 or lower if at all possible. A stop off of this low. The low is 208, so my stop would be 207. Be a buyer at 218 or lower, and my target would be 246. I'd be testing that high. Remember, if you're in an uptrend, you get higher lows and higher highs. So testing the uptrend makes sense in that argument. You also notice we got a couple of unfilled gaps here and here. Okay? Everything looks right to me there. Just so you know, be sure to check out our nightly market analysis video. You want to be knowing what the market's doing, and it kind of gives you some ideas, some insight into what to expect your individual companies to do. Okay? Now you know. God bless, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.